I mean, it's impossible to believe.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, humiliating, dangerous for our country. And it just leads you to think, what is the matter with you people? Seriously.
I know.
How did literally millions of people in Pennsylvania say, yep, he's the right guy for this job? I mean, even if you hate Republicans, you hate Donald Trump, you're going to send an invalid to the U.S. Senate? And the answer is yes. Yes, they're going to. And they just did. So, not that wasn't a home run, to elect John Fetterman. I don't want to give the wrong idea here. But they outdid themselves the same day. A Pennsylvania state rep who died last month was reelected during the midterm elections. Okay. All right. Good job, Pennsylvania.
You guys are on fire, man.
We heard from a whole bunch of Pennsylvanians yesterday who it's not their fault because they tried desperately, to do the right thing and vote for Oz, even though they had to kind of hold their nose while they did it. Nobody was excited. I haven't talked to a single person who said, yeah, I couldn't wait to vote for Mehmet Oz. Because what a tremendous candidate he is. I mean, nobody thinks that. I think he was an okay candidate. He didn't make a lot of really big mistakes, but he's not super conservative, that's for sure.
Well, you know whose fault it is that Mehmet Oz was the Republican candidate. It's Melania Trump's.
Oh, yeah, right. Right, because she encouraged Donald
Yeah.
to support him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't hear any of that until yesterday, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Huh?
Trump is furious over the Oz loss and blames Melania. That's good. He reportedly was furious Wednesday morning about the loss and was blaming those in his circle, including his wife, Melania, for urging him to support the now failed candidate. Yeah, that's good. I always respect a guy who throws his wife under the bus. Don't you? I mean, I find that I really respect that. New York Times reporter and author Maggie Haberman tweeted the stunning claim. Okay, so it's just a claim.
Exactly.
We don't know this really happened.
Yeah, and the other source on this is Jim Acosta, so we'll see.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So take this with a grain of salt.
Grain of salt, absolutely.
But this is what the New York Post is reporting. Worth remembering that Trump is a grown man who endorsed Oz over the objection of some people closest to him, and instead went beyond just endorsing and attacked Dave McCormick. He would have been a good candidate. From the stage at the rally, Haberman added. Haberman's tweet backed an initial report by CNN host Jim Acosta, White House correspondent there, memorably clashed, of course, with Trump all during his presidency. They said Trump is livid and screaming at everyone after last night's disappointing midterm results for the GOP. The advisor to Trump went on to say and slam the former president's handpicked contenders. They were all bad candidates. He said, candidates matter. I don't know if they were all bad candidates. Was J.D. Vance a bad candidate? He won. And that was an interesting one, too, because J.D. Vance was at one point very anti-Trump and then somehow wound up being endorsed by Trump. So
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Anyway, take that with a grain of salt, the Melania thing. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. No sense in crying over spilled milk. It's over. And we have the fabulous John Fetterman headed to the U.S. Senate.
But speaking of Trump and candidates, I mean, yesterday he was on Truth Social tweeting out about these losses. I didn't quite understand this one about Joe O'Dea in Colorado. Joe O'Dea lost big. Make America great again.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't think Joe O'Dea promulgated his theory that the 2020 election was
Oh, I see.
fraudulent.
That's why. Okay.
So he's pissed about that.
And Trump also put this out on Truth Social.
Bolduc was a very nice guy, but he lost tonight when he disavowed after his big primary win his long-standing stance on election fraud in the 2020 presidential primary. Had he stayed strong and true, he would have won easily. Lessons learned. Now, I don't think that's true. I don't think claiming that the election was a fraud in 2020 was the key to victory.
Here was the granddaddy of them all on Truth Social yesterday from former President Donald Trump.
Now that the election in Florida is over and everything went quite well, shouldn't it be said that in 2020 I got 1.1 million more votes in Florida than Ron D got this year? Oh my gosh. 5.7 million to 4.6 million, just asking.
You're pathetic. That's pathetic.
That's just sad. And by the way, I just briefly mentioned the Pennsylvania state rep who died last month and got reelected. This kind of stuff has to stop. How can it happen like this? How? Is it that people are just so ignorant of the news that they don't know the guy is dead? Or do they just vote for him anyway?
What do you think?
Nah, it's a Democrat.
What do you think? Honestly, what percentage of voters, and there's no way to know this, but do you think had no idea this guy was dead and just
I bet it's
voted
a
for the
high
Democrat?
Percentage. 40%, maybe 50%. I don't know.
That's where I'm at. Probably half, yeah. So bad, man.
And the statement was from the who made this statement?
I think it's his campaign or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
While we're incredibly saddened by the loss of Representative Tony DeLuca, we're proud to see. You're proud? Really? You're proud that voters voted for a dead man. You're proud of that? We're proud to see the voters continue to show their confidence in him. What? What? How do you have confidence in a dead person to represent you well?
Hold on. That's
crazy.
Let's noodle this out.
What a crazy
shall we?
statement. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't do any harm as a politician if he's dead, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
there's that
There is that.
angle. I don't know, man. The electorate.
I love this statement, though. While we're incredibly saddened by the loss of Representative Tony DeLuca, we're
Sure.
proud to see the voters continue to show their confidence in him and his commitment to democratic values by reelecting him posthumously.
Okay, we got it. Shut
A
up.
special election will follow soon. Oh, so they're going to have to redo it. Dummies. Good gosh. Unreal.